ベーシストのジェスにいろいろ話を聞いてみようと思いますけども、ツアーどんな感じで回ってるのかちょっと聞いてみようと思いますけども、ね、How's going tour?
Great.
Great?
We're crushing everyone.
And also, you're going back to Japan. How do you feel?
Great. It's going to be excellent. We're looking forward to it. The first time I was there was like, I just joined the band and stuff, so I was still kind of, this time the band is so much stronger and, really got it together now, so we're all looking forward to it.
Right.
We're playing at some new place over there and everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you told me you played in right after you joined Metallica.
Yeah, like 11 days or something.
11 days, yeah. Is that, how did you feel? Is there any pressure?
A lot of pressure.
Yeah?
It was, I didn't even sleep for the first 3 months anyway that I was in the band. I was like, I couldn't believe it,
Mm-hmm.
So then going to Japan, that was a big thing for me. That was like a goal that I had set for myself before that, and then immediately to go there, it was like, wow. So this time, I have a bit more control, and I feel a bit more confident with the band, so I think it's going to be much better, much better.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you think sound of Metallica has changed after you joined the band?
Yeah, in a way. It's still very distinguishable. You can tell it's Metallica like that. But I think, Cliff and I have such far different playing styles, and stuff that it's naturally going to be a little bit different. But I personally don't think the band has ever been stronger than this. I think that Metallica is definitely stronger than it's ever been. Indestructible.
You told me, this tour was great, but do you have any episode during this tour?
Do I have any
episode?
Bad, you mean? Bad, or just
bad
in general?
In general, both.
Not really. We've been keeping pretty controlled, actually. There hasn't been any kind of huge wild road stories or anything because we're doing a lot of shows, there's doing 200 and some shows on this tour, right, within a year or something, and so we're really trying to keep our, ourselves together as far as, like the drinking and, getting in trouble and that kind of stuff. We're really trying to think positively because we want to be as good as we possibly can be. Everybody has it in their mind now that we have to go out there and do it. This is our big chance. This is our big headlining tour, and we have to show everybody what it's all about, prove to them that we can do it. And so we're very conscious of that. So there hasn't really been a whole lot of, stereotype road instances, like real nutty stuff or anything. There's a few things in Europe, tipping over cars and, fun things like that. But other than that, I think that had a lot to do with the Danzig guys were out on tour with us too. The Misfits guys, yeah. So.
Wow. You played the Monsters Broke before headliner show.
Right.
Do you have any good memory of the Monsters Broke?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The memory isn't that good because there was, that was like weekend shows only. So during the week, it was, but it was a great experience and such a good thing for us. We won over a lot of new fans, and it really kind of started the ball rolling for just in time for the Justice album to come out, and really just to start moving along to fit right in with this headlining tour and everything. It was a great thing. Van Halen guys, excellent, just real nice to us all the time, and very friendly and very encouraging, really behind us. They really liked what we were doing, and so it was a good feeling, really good vibe for the whole time. 30 shows or whatever, everyone was real good.
バックステージのシャワールームでございますけども、出番中のカー君ちょっといろいろインタビューしてみましょう。How are you doing?
Pretty good. Doing pretty good.
How's it going too?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good. I'm surprised. The audiences have been great, and it's just been a lot of fun. Now that we have this is our first headlining tour.
Right.
Things are a lot different now. We're in control of a lot of over what goes on, and things have been running really smoothly, and just going along.
I found lots of cat picture here. So you like cats?
I like cats. Yeah. But those are our wardrobe lady, Allie's cats.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I have a cat named Clouseau. It's
Oh.
the Persian Himalayan. Cool cat.
Yeah. And also you were very interested about, I mean, the Japanese cartoon, right? Devilman.
Devilman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you like the Japanese cartoon? Something like a Godzilla.
The animation is really good.
Yeah.
I like Atom Boy a lot too. Atom Boy and Debbie Dooman and Captain Horlock are probably my favorite when it comes to Japanese cartoons. But the animation's really good. It's done very well. And Go Nagai is a very good artist. And me and Pusshead are big fans of Japanese animation and cartoons.
You have lots of, Japanese cartoon model or something?
In my
Rectors?
in my at my house I have a lot of Japanese toys and a lot of Japanese videotapes of cartoons, and I have a few Japanese pen pals who when we go over to Japan I'll be seeing them, and sometimes they come over here too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Pretty fun.
You played Little Wings on the stage, right?
Yeah.
Is that one of the roots of your guitar style?
No, I've always liked Jimi Hendrix, and I like that song quite a bit. So it was decided that maybe we should try and work it into the open solo, because it changes things around a little bit, and it changes the pace, the whole mood of the guitars. So instead of just someone standing there playing guitar for 15 minutes, this is a part where the rest of the band could come in as an accompaniment, and it just works really good. It just shifts the mood of the guitar solo.
Well, you are going back to Japan soon.
Yes.
How do you feel?
It's gonna be great. I'm staying in Japan 2 extra days, so me and Pusshead can go.
Really?
Yeah. So could visit some friends and do some toy shopping.
Toy shopping?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Meet Go Nagai, and gonna have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, it's been 2 years since we've last been there, and I have a big list of things that I want to get. There's these models that are made in Japan called Billiken models, and they're really nice. The detail and craftsmanship is excellent, and that's one of the main things I'm going to be getting when I go over there.
Wow, it's fun.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
今度ギタリストのですね、ジェームスとインタビューしてみようと思いますけども、You just wake up?
Yeah, a little while ago.
How's it going tour?
Good.
Good?
Yeah, we've been out for quite a while now, almost a whole year since the Monsters of Rock thing.
Right.
And things are going good.
Yeah?
Selling out here and there and just doing our thing.
It's great. You're going back to Japan. How do you feel?
Yeah, great. We always like Japan. I mean, we were only there for 10 days last time, so
Oh, yeah, right.
a little longer this time.
And you said Monsters Rock because you touring the Monsters Rock before headliner show, right? Do you have any good memory or bad memory of the Monsters Rock festival?
It was just a lot of fun. I mean, touring the summer in the United States is a lot of fun, and the bands were really cool. We hung out a lot, and it was just really weird us going on at like 2 in the afternoon or 3. By the time it was nighttime, we were all either passed out or gone or something. But no, it was a few raging times. Just getting up, jamming at bars here and there. With some of the Dawkins guys or whoever. You just get up at a local bar and jam or whatever. It's a lot of fun.
And you touring with the Queensryche, it's the same management. How do you feel about the Queensryche? Because the Queensryche, touring Japan same time as
Yeah.
Metallica. May.
Is it the same time or just before?
Just before.
Yeah.
Just before.
They're a good band. I mean, they really on stage their sound is really. They try and represent the album sound as good as possible. I mean, they sound really good, and they're tight. They're a good band for what they do.
And I'm very interested about demo version of one.
Yeah,
demo version. Because I think the 4 tracks or something. Released.
Yeah, it'll be on the B-side of something.
Right. Tell me about the story.
Well, it's it's on, you know, a little 4-track machine, the Fostex, and like there's no bass on it. There's no. I did a lot of the lead stuff on it, and it was just me and Lars just trying to get the song together. And there were basically demos for our management and record company, just to tell them, you know, hey, we're working on stuff, and here it is, and just thought it'd be a, you know, kind of different to put that on the B-side of something. You know, there's not all the lyrics are there, so it's like nah 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 nah, you know. There's no lyrics, and you know the leads are crap, you know. This is something different. You know?
Is that recorded studio? No.
No, it was in our garage. And it was just, you know, 2 microphones plugged in. And it was just me and Lars, basically.
That's very interesting, you know. And the album, you know, Justice, you have almost 2 million, right? In the States.
Something like that, yeah.
How do you feel? It's great.
Yeah, great. Well, you know, really good. Well, radio's starting to play a little bit of One, the single One. A lot of the, you know, stations, or the radio stations are finding out that, hey, you know, Metallica is something they have to deal with. And so they're changing their format for us, you know. So that's good. I mean, we've stuck to our principles, and we're getting, you know, bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I have very strange feeling because, you know, single One, you know, it's a very, very good in chart, right? So I'm very strange feeling, you know, it's a Metallica an album which has not single chart. It's very strange feeling.
The singles, yeah. That's just
That's good, you know.
Hey, doing it our way, and you know, if that, you know, whatever happens, that's cool. You know, as long as it's done our way. People changing to us, not us, you know, changing.
I'm very interested about your music video One. Why did you try to make a music video this time?
Well, everyone was saying that Metallica will never do a video, so I go, okay, let's do one. And I don't know, it was the right song, it was the right time, and we had some good ideas to, you know, put along with the song for the video. And it was just the right time.
I think it just came to the point that we found something that was strong enough to, you know, enough of a storyline and that we could, that would represent Metallica. You know, we thought about it for a long time. We'd wanted to do one for a long time, you know, but we really hadn't found something that we thought was going to be able to really do it, you know, really make a mark, really be unique. So finally, we came up with all, you know, the Johnny Got His Gun with the book, and then the movie following that, and everything there was enough there that it was going to be strong. So we went ahead and gave it a try, and it came out pretty good. So you know, we're all proud of it now, very proud of it.
I think that video is so effective to the new fans, you know, to understand what Metallica is. What do you think?
Well, I definitely think it's a good one to show what we're all about. We, you know, there's some kind of message in the song. You know, it's not just hey, rock, you know, and you know, chicks walking, and you know, all that. The song is from that, you know, the book and the movie Johnny Got His Gun, and there's a long version and there's a shorter version they've done. Once you see the short version, after you see the long version, it's not as good, but the long version tells the story a lot better. But still, in the short version, you can make out what's going on. And it's just it's pretty heavy topic, and some of the stuff's, you know, pretty tough.
It's yeah, like I say, it represents us. I mean, it's right there. It's not really the most uplifting, nice, happy thing, but it's nonetheless real. You know, it's very to the point, and has kind of a good message to it. You know?
Yeah, I think. And why did you use so many footage of movie?
Just to basically tell the story a bit better. On maybe some people might not catch on what's going on really, and just showing the footage. I mean, it's real different too, because there's a lot of the movie, and you know, at times it's like we're doing the soundtrack to this movie. You know, it's just different.
What do you try to say through When?
What are we saying? Well, I mean, it's just basically that story about the guy who was in the war, and it's just at the end how no one, you know, really cares.
Right.
You know, after the war, he's just like there. He's just like a brain living in this thing. And he's trying to communicate, and no one can understand, you know. He wants, you know, them to kill him, but he can't, you know, he's got this iron lung thing keeping him going and all this. And at the end, he thinks they're trying to communicate to him, but then he just feels something in him, and they're just pinning this metal on him, you know, and he's going, oh, no, you know, kill me, and, you know.
Right.
It's pretty heavy.
I think in the Japanese audience, really, you know, strong impact from one, you know, music video one, even, you know, who don't like heavy metal music, I think.
That's good, yeah. So it's been playing over there, the video?
Yeah, it's great. I'm very interested about the Grammy Awards, so how did you feel performing the Grammy?
It was great. I mean, it was really...
There's lots of famous, you know, musicians there, you know.
Yeah. When we went for, you know, a couple days of dress rehearsal prior to the show, and up in the theater, you know, it was like a regular theater with the seats going like that, and in the places where these people were going to sit, they had their poster boards with their 8x10 promo shots, you know, pasted to there, and that's sitting in that chair. So we're looking out there and we're playing, you know, and there's Joe Cocker, you know, Rod Stewart, Quincy Jones, Stevie Wonder, AC/DC, you know, just like all these people just go, holy shit, you know, woo woo.
Yeah, there were some people, you know, watching us that, you know, didn't even know who we were, or, you know, Stevie Wonder and, you know, all these other people. But for us, that was definitely a great thing. I mean, even though we didn't win, I mean, playing on the thing was such a great thing.
Right.
You know, but it was just weird at the end, you know, Jethro Tull, I don't know.
But, you know, so many fans thought Metallica would be a winner.
Everybody did.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I did an interview with my friend over here, just, you know, just prior to that, you know, I'm going, yeah, we're going to win. What about it? You know, and I was like, we knew that we were going to win. Everybody's telling, you guys got it, man. You guys got it in the bag. You know, and then when it finally came down, we couldn't believe it. You know, it's like, because we were a bit too overconfident, you know. When it finally came down, we're just going, what? You know, no way, no way. But then after about 10 minutes, we calmed down and, you know, realized that, figure out who's voting for this and who actually nominated the people to begin with, and, you know, sorry, we'll get him next time.
Yeah, I mean, I expected someone like AC/DC to win or something like that. But when Jethro Tull won it, my jaw dropped. I went, huh? Couldn't believe it. It was a shock. I was amazed.
The fans, everybody was very surprised.
Yeah, everyone in the entire building, I think, was surprised.
I think, you know, they you know, didn't understand what's heavy metal, you know.
Yeah, that's true. You know, that was like the first year for the category, and they're still kind of, you know, they're not quite sure. But we did good. I mean, it's like 50 million people watching.
Right.
And we played good, and, you know, everybody's just kind of going, what? You know, Stevie Wonder, right in the front row, he's right in the front row. And we're just looking, he's like, he's got his brow, you know, it's all crossed out like this. He's going, man, what the hell is that noise, man? You know, it's like, how can people like this shit, man? You know, it's like, it was nuts. So, pretty nutty.
Yeah.
It was a good time, though. Really good time, good experience.
I think nominate is very strange, you know. The Metallica AC/DC is all right, you know, but, you know, Iggy Pop, Jethro, the Gen Addiction, you know.
It was very strange, and that just goes, you know, to show how they didn't really know what was going on. So it was a new thing for them. And the guy came on later and explained, you know, that it was a new thing, and they didn't really understand what was going on yet in that category.
I don't know, I mean, the new fans very interested about, you know, the Metallica on Grammy. What do you think of core fans, the maniacs?
You know, there's always going to be a few that are saying, oh, you guys selling out, what are you doing, national TV, you know, they're not willing to accept it. But it's just, I mean, I want them to look at it like a positive thing. I mean, we're doing this for everybody. We're not just doing it for us, you know, we're not just doing it to be, oh, we'll be TV stars, whatever. We're doing it for, you know, the metal thing, the movement, you know, the whole thing. Metallica has been at the forefront of the whole scene anyway, right? So it would only be right that we're the ones to represent that kind of music on that big of a scale. So, you know, I think that if they're going to be that close-minded and thick-headed about it, then that's dumb. That doesn't really matter. I think that they should be behind us. If they're behind us, they should be behind us all the way. You know, and it was we wouldn't have went and did it if we thought it was going to be some stupid thing. It was something, you know, for real, and something that meant a lot. You know, it was breaking down a big wall there. Because people before. A couple years ago, people would never even have heard, you know, they would never even thought of that. They go, what? That kind of music on TV? What, are you kidding? You know? But, I mean, I think that we made the right move. It was our decision, and I think that the kids that should accept it, even the hardcore maniacs, they should accept it because we felt it was right, and if we didn't, we wouldn't have done it. So they should go along with us.
Well, and also Japanese fans very interested about your new stage set. So tell me about this.
It's bigger, and there's a lady, and I don't know how much of the stuff we're going to get to bring over to Japan, but we'll definitely have like all we can bring. You know, the Lady Justice. It's like kind of a court building, like the front, and it's just like a federal building that's kind of crumbled down, and this goes along with the subject matter on the album.
How is the set list? Almost songs from your album? No?
No, there's, I mean, a bit from each album. We play about 5 or 6 new songs, or 5 songs. We play about 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours? Wow. Very tough.
Yep. So, I mean, our songs are long, and we want to play a lot of songs. And
Aye, we're gonna be there soon, my friends, and you better be ready, because we're gonna crush again. It'll be fun.
Hello, guys and girls. Can't wait to see you in Japan. It's gonna be great. Yeah.
hey, we're gonna be there soon and warm up the sake, and, you know. Yeah, we can't wait to get there. We've been waiting a while.
Lars and Metallica, and you're watching Pure Rock.
Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up, I cannot see that there's not much left of me. Nothing is real but pain now. Oh, my breath is I wish you did. Oh, please, God, hurt me.
How did you feel, you know, performing at Grammy?
It was a lot of fun. It was it was a little different, obviously, than the usual Metallica audience, but it was. I think it was. You know us. We always like to try new things, and we never actually tried to do anything that, formal or strict or whatever. And it was it was quite interesting. I was very happy about the performance because we had some sound checks and some rehearsal the day before where everything went wrong. You know, guitars went out and people forgot the new arrangement of the song. It was really bad, and I thought, oh no, this is, you know, tonight on television, live, Metallica's all over, you know. And then we went out and we actually played the best version of the song that I think that we could play under any circumstances. All the guitars were plugged in right, there were no mistakes, and everyone was very on top of it. So I was very happy about that, definitely. I don't think it could have been any better.
Is there any pressure?
I think the only pressure was, or at least speaking for myself, I was a little nervous. I was nervous about if everything would work right. You know, we only had 6 minutes from to get everything up, and you're dealing with, you know, a lot of people, what's called union, you know, just stage hands, and it's like, oh, this goes into this socket, and they plug it in very wrong, and I think we were all a little worried about the technical side of it, but as soon as we all realized, I think, that everything was actually working, and, you know, 15, 30 seconds into the song, everything was okay, we really, I think, opened up and really went for it. It was good.
So, you know, so many fans thought, you know, Metallica would be a winner.
Right.
So.
I think, let's be realistic, and I think the real win for us was being on the show and playing that. I think is what's gonna last in people's mind. And who won the award, I think, is gonna fade away a lot quicker. You have to remember that most of the people that vote in the Grammy Academy are people that are a lot older than both the fans and the people in the media and the people in the music business. There are people that are like retired, you know, audio engineers and just, you know, slightly older people that are maybe a little less in touch with what goes on at the moment. And you got to remember that when they look at the list and go, okay, Metallica, they go, who the hell is Metallica? And they go, oh, Jethro Tull. I remember Jethro Tull from, you know, 20 years ago when I was young myself, and I better vote for them. So I think we were told by Cliff Bernstein and Mensch that it would probably end up being either AC/DC or Jethro Tull simply because of what's called a name recognition, which means, you know, oh, here are 5 names. Oh, I recognize the name Jethro Tull more than anyone else. So we were really kind of prepared for it, even though everyone had been building Metallica up to win it. But like I said, I think the most important thing for us was being on the show, and that's what was the good thing. So.
I think, you know, Jay didn't know about what heavy metal, you know, what's hard rock.
It was quite funny because there was an interview with the president of the Academy the day after, and he said that the only thing he was really embarrassed about was the heavy metal category, and he said that usually it takes the Academy a few years to really even understand what the hell the award is for and so forth. But he actually apologized in the LA Times. It was so funny. He was very embarrassed.
Why did you try to make a music video this time?
I think it was basically because that, first of all, because we'd never done one, and it almost became a bit of a challenge to try and see if we could do one our way, on our terms. And then secondly, when we found out about the movie that was done about the book, Johnny Got His Gun, it sort of seemed like there was a chance to do a video that would be really, really different than what any other rock bands have done in the last few years. And then, you know, Metallica, we always like to do things as different as possible. So it just 2 and 2 kind of connected, and we started focusing in on the on the chance to really pull off something very different.
I think the video is so effective to the new fans to, you know, understand what Metallica is.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think it's just, you know, very different from, you know, not anything against, you know, your Whitesnakes or your Motley Crues, but it's very different. And I think it is very Metallica, and it was something that we set out to do. We had an agreement with the record company, which was that when the video was done, if we weren't happy with it, we'd just throw it away. So that was quite good. So yes, I'm very happy with it, and I think it is very Metallica. As a matter of fact, there's also, we just finished working on a second version of the video, which is, you know, the same, obviously, song and video, but without any of the story in it. So now there's 2 different versions. There's the one that has the full story, the story and all the movie clips and the dialogue. And then we just edited one together just with a band playing, you know, just a song in that environment. So there's actually 2 different ones available.
What do you try to say to one?
I don't look at it as much as what we're trying to say. It's more really a story. It's an idea that we had actually way back on the Master of Puppets album, where it was like what it would be like to be in a situation where you could not communicate with anyone around you, where you were basically a basket case, just like a living consciousness,
Right.
kind of where you had no arms, legs, obviously couldn't see, hear, or speak or anything. But there was an idea we had a long time ago, but we couldn't really get on with it from there on until one day when we were writing stuff for the Justice album. I talked to Cliff Bernstein, our manager, and he suggested that there was a book that was set against that same idea called Johnny Got His Gun. And James went out and got it and read it, and then we set that idea against the sort of World War I background and all that. But initially it only started out just as an idea. It wasn't that we read the book and then wanted to write a song about it. It was an idea that we had, and then the book sort of got us going and put the song in the background of the World War I thing and all that. We're not really, I don't really look at it as much as us trying to say anything specific or anything. It's a story about what it would be like to be in that kind of awful situation, obviously. Japanese audience, hello. Well, I think that the best thing to say is just that we're really looking forward to coming back there again. Like I said, our tour in November of '86 was the best tour and the most fun that we'd had up to that point in time. And I think 2.5 years to be away from Japan is way too long. And it's great to see, obviously, that the tickets are selling so well that we've added the second Tokyo show, which we're very happy about. And we'll be over for about 2, so let's have a good time. Thanks.